Identification confirmed.
Okay, combat difficulty normal. What are the options? Casual, veteran, hardcore, insanity. Yeah. I don't know what it means. What's the effect be? So I'm being normal because I don't know. I'll level off target assist low. It's high, normal, and low, so as little as possible. Squad power usage disabled, defense only active. I don't know. I don't know. Just get on with things.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to side with Joker on this one.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Okay. Paragon +2. I familiarized myself with the controls a little bit, so I don't have to relearn them too much as we play along. Where's the character screen? Yeah, here it is. 3 points. Charm and Intimidate. This is basically what you have. I think Charm more often leads to Paragon points and Intimidate to Renegade. And you'll have to pick your sides. We can't really pick anything good at the moment. We should focus on unlocking new abilities instead of just putting points that go nowhere. So I'm avoiding Vanguard, for example. What we want is a little bit of weapon abilities. We need quite a bit of pistol before we can even unlock shotgun. We need quite a bit of assault training before we can unlock any kind of armor abilities. So we're not gonna get anything now, no matter where we put it. So I'm thinking of at least taking a little bit of conversation as far as Intimidate. I don't want to put everything there though. We do have to have some kind of a decent combat capability. Yeah. Let's go for marksman ability first. That way we have at least a half decent combat ability. And yep. Warp damages all nearby enemies and objects and makes them more vulnerable to further damage. Yep, that's something we definitely are interested in. Allows you to throw enemies and objects using a mass effect. Probably more useful as a defensive ability in a sense. I mean, some kind of a close combat unit comes at you, so you throw it to the ground or something like that.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
There is a quite substantial journal in this game, or a codex. Yeah, a lot of tutorials, a lot of information about other races and so forth. I don't want to go through these.
Roughly 1,200
yeah,
years
they're
ago,
all
the Turians were invited.
voiced, but I still don't want to go through them. What I want is to either the game has information what we need, or it hasn't. It's a fault of the game. I don't want to sit through listening to all those audio entries, but as a sort of a compensation, I will try to ask about every people we meet about those background things, so we learn them that way. Hopefully, at least most of them. Maybe we won't learn all the details, but at that point, I'm going to assume they're just not really relevant to the actual story of the game.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Okay. Again, might as well ask about everything we can.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay, might as well get to know the crew.
Up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge.
Galaxy map.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Okay, might as well ask about everything else. Spectres, the planet, yeah, the colony we're going to.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Hey, tell me about the Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Yeah, that's problematic, isn't it?
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Any humans there?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
How do we feel about other people talking about our experiences on a cruise?
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
Really. One thing that really sort of you can't help but notice, there's a lot of familiar voices you're hearing. I think Seth Green is Joker, Karth Onasi is the other guy who was sitting with him. I can't place this woman, but the voice is just so goddamn familiar. So goddamn familiar. It's annoying me because it's like right on the tip of your tongue. I think she might even look a little bit like the character she's voicing here. I should know her. Confident, absolutely certain I should know her.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
It's not a big deal, it's just... I think I have a few potential recollections of who she might be, but it doesn't really matter.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Okay, I don't want to ask about the secrecy or tell them how they should have told me. It's part of being a soldier. Sometimes it might be okay to reveal. Might be in your advantage to get the soldiers in your groups to know what's asked of them, why they're doing something, and what's at stake, what other people are doing, so they understand what they're trying to do, connects to what others are trying to do. But at the same time, sometimes almost everyone involved in even major operations, it makes sense to try to hide the information as long as possible to make sure no one else can prepare for the action. It comes out of nowhere. So I don't want to grill them about this. I'll just go along.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Yeah, if there's one thing I remember from Mass Effect, is that pathetic limp hitting your fist to your palm of your hand. It just looks like there's no power behind it, like it's... Well, yeah, I get what it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't have... It just doesn't work. It looks comical and weak. Okay, what's the next step?
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
And what hands would those be? I don't really get at this point what kind of potential threats are out there.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alliance versus Terminus systems. Possible raiders and pirates.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Okay. Finally some action.
Commander. Hostiles everywhere. You got him.
Yeah, it's a tunnel run. The maps remind me very much of KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. They look a lot more massive and wider than they actually are, but they're basically tunnel runs.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Harmless gas bags. Philandro gas bags. Weapon upgrade heatsink. Okay, we're a pistol user. And heatsink. Plus 10% heat absorption. Sounds great. Means we can fire longer. There's no ammunition, so instead to prevent massive spamming of fire, there's a heat system. Where do we need to go? Ah, yes.
Oh god, what happened here?
Detecting anything else. God damn Jenkins. Well, the guy had red shirt written all over him, so can't really say that it was a surprise.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on. We still have to find that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, it's a shitty thing to die, but we can't be carrying around. We're trying to make sure he gets a proper burial now. We have a mission to do. But I still don't want to be a dick about it. Just because I didn't personally know the guy doesn't mean he wasn't, he didn't have a lot of friends in the ship, for example. For God's sakes, kid, I think.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Recoil damper. Weapon stability. I think I'll take the heat absorption. What about you, Caden? Another pistol user, I think. Get recon droid. There's still someone there.
No can do. I think we got him, Commander.
I think he got it. Medical kit. There's a limit of how many grenades and medical kits you can have at the same time, so we'll get a medical biogel from there, so there's no point in not using one now. That's a grenade, by the way. That's not how you use grenades. This is how you use medgel, yeah. Caden is pretty badly injured, so just thought he might be able to appreciate it. Yeah, modern camouflage equipment right there. The Hello Kitty armor. That seems unnecessary.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
It's the girliest looking armor I've ever seen. Although we don't exactly have a camouflage armor ourselves, do we? But white and pink, not colors you typically see naturally in basically a non-winter environment. So there's a difference between not having camouflage armor and having something that really point you out from the environment. Are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Okay, information.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
I tried to ask as many questions here as possible because there's a good chance that we are basically too late here already. So as much as information as we can possibly get would be great.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Move out.
Okay. Striker pistol ammo upgrade. Armor piercing rounds. Yep. That's probably gonna be very useful.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Chemical rounds, radioactive rounds. Light armor. Anything else? Let's look at our situation. Armor first. I can't wear armor, can I? I can. It's good armor. Ooh, and it looks just fine. No armor upgrades. Yeah, I think the Striker 1 pistol is better. Damage is important. Radioactive. Minus 15% cooldown reduction. Yeah, it affects the targets. I see. Toxic damage. Damage per second. Damage versus synthetic, so I'll take the chemical rounds. You can take the... Actually, Williams. She's, what are you actually anyway? That's pretty important. We have Vanguard Sentinel, which is, was Sentinel the one who has both bionic and tech abilities? I don't recall. She's a soldier, so she's the best fighter in the group. Assault rifles, yeah, overkill. Anything else? Shield boost. Take the shield boost. Special abilities are important. that. Regenerates 3 health per second. Sounds like a thing we probably want. So as long as she survives, she will return to full health on her own. Kaden, yeah, take first aid. Barrier. Sure, why not? Take at least 1 point of your class ability. No. We want to unlock electronics as fast as possible. Allows to use electronic skill on easy objects. Advanced allows to use it on average objects. I think it's basically allows you to do certain type of a lock picking attempt. How about us? 3 points. Bionic protection or pistol shotgun damage. Yeah, these are fine, but I don't want to focus on that. I want the marksman ability. Barrier. Yeah, I should take a second intimidate point and third. Barrier seems like a strong defensive ability. Okay, alternatively we can go, okay, Warp has Barrier, Advanced Warp and Master Warp. Warp lowers their defenses. Seems fairly good. Could definitely last a bit longer, 6 seconds isn't all that much. Throw has Throw. Throws enemies away from the caster. So probably very good against melee type or close range. Also has Lift, which lifts everything within 4 meters of the target into the air, rendering enemies immobile and unable to attack. Drops them when it expires. Another very good. This takes a long time to unlock. Adrenaline bursts, shield boosts, medium armor, shotgun. I think we should try to go with the warp to get the barrier. Or should we? The lift seems very good to me. We definitely want assault training too. I'm inclined to just go with the intimidation approach. Because we're the only one with the dialogue options or skills, so I'd like to prioritize them, just to not to miss out on any interesting options. Now, Williams is the assault rifle user. She is much more important to the damage. So she gets the upgrade. Armor piercing. Kaden gets the radioactive rounds. Let's move Move, 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 move.
Take him out.
Yeah, waist high walls somewhere here.
Powering up.
That it? No, there's still someone there.
I think we're good, Commander.
Yeah, I think we're good. There's a dig site here, but that's it.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Assault rifle, sniper rifle, sniper rifle. Ashley. It's a quite a bit better. Massive damage increase. Shouldn't you be using some kind of special ammunition? Yeah, this has been a terrible, terrible mistake. Yeah, how about now? Anyway. I think we're going to reach the ridge, see if there's survivors there, and then end it there. Looks like this is gonna take some time.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Where are those? I think that's our ambush. How is that even possible?
Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
I have no idea. I honestly don't. Only one of them at the moment. A husk. Yeah, I think they're mostly melee attackers. That's why they have such massive defenses at even at this early stage of the game. Basically, if we would have just shot normally, we would have overheated our weapons. And I don't want to see what happens when they get into melee range. Not sure what it is, but it probably isn't healthy for us.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's
Oh,
engaged.
loops. Heavy armor and a shotgun. We use a heavy armor. Yep. Yeah. Probably would be a bit too good. Sniper rifle, heavy armor, medium armor. Gel and a grenade. I think this is somewhat better. Whatever. It looks terrible, but whatever. He didn't have exactly a great armor to begin with, so... Easy encryption.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Okay, tell me what happened, who are you, or you're safe. I'd like to start with you're safe, just to calm them down so we can deal with them a little bit more conveniently.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Yeah. Let's hope those meds start to kick in pretty soon.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment, the next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside, gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
I see.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to go.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
And I think we're done. So... Okay, start I suppose. A little bit more familiar with our abilities. Yes, I don't want to manually babysit our characters. I'm just hoping that they're using their abilities of their own. Hold position, attack, move, rally. Yep, good enough of a start, I suppose.